What if I told you world building has nothing to do with luck or being privileged? It's about carving your life around the 7 rules I'm going to be sharing with you in this video. These rules I've lived by to help me build wealth without stress, making it possible for me to have financial peace of mind while working towards my goals. Hi guys, it's your girl Peace. If you're new here, my name is Peace, and on this channel I share with you everything I've learned on my journey to $1,000,000. So if you're interested in that, you might want to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and join the family for all the tips and tricks I learned along my journey. Because on here I'll share with you everything I've learned without holding back. So let's get right into it. You know how there's this idea that wealth building is something that requires you to put in your blood, sweat and tears, or at least we've been made to believe for so long that anything that has to do with wealth building requires a lot of hard work. Why this does not disregard the fact that you have to at least do what you need to do? Like, why can't it be something that requires no stress? For someone who does not like stress, like, what can you do? Because for me, I like the chill life. While I want to be a rich girl, I still love to have that work-life balance. Not until I discovered that okay, there are some things that can make your journey easier, or there are some rules that you can apply in your life that will make your journey to financial freedom easier. So the rules I'm going to be sharing with you in this video, they are simple, practical, and anybody can apply them into their life. Because I love work-life balance, I was able to apply these rules and it has helped me so far in my financial journey. Warren Buffett once said, "Don't save what is left after spending, but spend what is left after saving." I think this is self-explanatory enough, because we tend to create this habit of wanting to spend more than we earn, or wanting to find reasons as to why we should borrow money from our organizations, or borrow money from friends, saying that you are going to pay back once your salary comes. While I agree that life situations can occur and you might find the need to borrow money when these things happen, one of the things that I've learned on my journey to financial freedom: spending less than I earn. And this you must have heard several times, but it is the ultimate truth. Like, everybody has talked about it, you've heard it several times, but here I am again telling you about it. You need to spend less than you earn if you are to even achieve any form of financial freedom. One way to make this easier is to create a budget before your salary comes, because if you know where to spend your money on, you're more likely to direct your money to something that will help you to achieve ultimate financial freedom, rather than spending it on things that are not of much importance. Because sometimes when you wait for your salary to come before you now budget, within that time frame before your salary comes, you find that you now start putting things that you might not even necessarily need, but you want them at that moment. So you now feel that there's a need for you to spend this money. I've fallen prey for these things several times, and I found that it was made easier when I started budgeting before my salary comes. Even when you are having life situations, try to create it around whatever you're earning. Before you even start spending your salary, make sure that you already have the budget around, and make sure in that your budget there's a savings put in there. When you are even spending this your salary based on the budget you've created, make sure that you track every expense of yours, because most times we tend to disregard this idea. But it is one thing that I've done for myself that I've found that has helped me on a journey to financial success, or at least financial peace of mind at this place I am, while still striving towards my goals, making my journey to that my ultimate goal easier. You need to create a budget, you need to track whatever you're spending your money on, you need to save a percentage of whatever comes in to your life in any shape or form. Let's say every month you decide, okay, I'm going to be saving this percentage of all my sources of income, and you create an emergency fund from that your savings, while still putting some percentage into your retirement fund, and also enjoying a portion of your income. Because I'm all about work-life balance. I'm not really the type that says, okay, because I'm earning so I have to just save for a future that I'm not really sure of. So there's really that need for work-life balance. If there's anybody that would preach work-life balance from now to tomorrow, I'll be your girl. Because I've had several cases of friends, close relations, who ended up dying while trying to save so much for the future, while forgetting that they are supposed to live in the present. I don't really like stress in any shape or form, and that still does not mean that I will not do what I need to do at every point in time, but I try to keep that balance there so that I'm not feeling like I'm missing out on anything. So it makes my journey to financial freedom easier. So just like we've talked about, you saving a percentage of your salary or your income for emergency funds and retirement, your retirement. But one thing you need to do is to automate this your savings. Automating your savings and investment is one easy way to build wealth, because now you've created a system whereby before your salary comes, a percentage of the salary has gone into this. Like I said, I try to create this budget before the time comes. But one thing that I've done is automating some of the things that some of the savings options that I've created for myself, like the emergency funds, the savings options, investing in my cooperative. These things, automating it made it very easy for me, because if I were to be physically putting it or waiting till the salary comes before I now start putting these things, it makes it seem like I'm doing so much. Maybe before then I will now start finding situations or things that I need. I just find it that, okay, I want to buy this, maybe I will decide not to save this month. Let me just put this money into that thing. But at the end of the day, you have already cut off like your savings. Last 2 months you save, but then this month now you've already skipped. So automating your savings and even your investments is one easy way to build wealth. At least it makes portioning your salary or your income easier, so that you don't have to miss out on any aspect of your life that you're supposed to prepare for. So automating your savings is very important, and you can even go ahead to automate your investments, which will make it impossible for you to say that this month I'm not going to invest anything because I have an emergency that came up. But if you already automated your savings or your investments, you will have no choice than to automatically plan your life around whatever is left of what you earn. Like I said, I don't like stress, and I don't like anything that will stress my journey. So that means I have to automate my savings, putting a portion of whatever I earn into a particular account, which will now divide itself into like this emergency fund I'm talking about and your retirement account. You don't just necessarily have to wait for the retirement fund that your company is giving you. You can also add a percentage of what you are earning again into your retirement fund, because it will make it easier for you to earn so much more even when you retire. You putting money into your retirement account might be something that has to be for people that do not have pension schemes around their 9 to 5 or their sources of income. But if you have that, you might not want to worry about that. But if you are one that you don't have a systemized workplace where your retirement fund is directly transferred there, then you might want to create one for yourself. There are pension companies that allow individuals to create pension accounts, so you might want to be putting a percentage of your salary or whatever you earn into this account, so that you don't end up growing old and having to start looking for ways to make money. Even though you already have like a pension account, it's still advisable that you even add a percentage of whatever you see earn into this account, because it just basically increases your chance of getting a higher amount than what your company has initially put in there. Avoid lifestyle inflation. Lifestyle inflation is something that kills many of us, because before our salary even comes, we have spent it. Another thing is, before your salary is even increased, you have already borrowed money in advance based on that salary that you're not even sure whether it's going to come or not. Even though you're sure, like, why are you spending something that you've not already seen? Lifestyle inflation is what kills many people's journeys, or even kills your ability to make any money that is reasonable for you to say you're building wealth. I am of the opinion that before your promotion even comes, before your salary is increased, create a new budget that reflects that's your new salary. Because if you're waiting for that one to come, you'll find it more easier to spend that money before that your new salary now comes. Okay, you're expecting a promotion, why don't you already prepare like your spending habits around this your new salary? As you're increasing your lifestyle, like whatever you are spending on your day-to-day, increase your savings as well. One thing I love to do, just like I've talked about on this space very much, is investing in my cooperative in the company. So before your salary even comes, they've already taken a percentage of your salary out, because you don't have access to it again. That is if you sign up for those options. But if you're saying when your salary comes, that is when you now start budgeting your life around whatever you're earning, you find that it is very easy for you to spend these things, or maybe find one thing or the other that you might need to buy, which you did not plan to buy before, but because your salary was increased, it now made this decision easier for you. And which, to be honest, is not your fault, but if you had planned for it earlier, it would have been way easier. You might have not have to start spending your future emergency funds or your future retirement funds. Try increasing your savings much more than you increase your lifestyle when you get like any promotion or any increase in your income. When I was promoted at work, I made sure that before even the news, even when I was not really sure what I was going to get, but I made sure to gather information from my peers who have already been promoted or who are in this new grade that I'm going into. So I had an idea of what I was going to earn. So I created a budget around this, and I made sure to even increase my investment in the cooperative, in my savings, my emergency funds. All these are things that have been automated, so make sure to increase them before your salary comes, because if your salary comes, you're going to find reasons as to why you want to buy a new thing, because after you're promoted, you should be happy, you should be spending, there's so much money, but then you forget that life still goes on. But like I said, I'm all about work-life balance. So if, let's say, I was promoted by 300,000, I would definitely make sure to keep like 100,000 naira for myself to enjoy. That's my experience of being promoted, or even things that I would definitely want. Because the more money you have, the more things you will find that you need to spend money on. So don't just save like I've always said, but try to create a system whereby you have a percentage of that's your increment on enjoying life as well, while still making sure that before you even create this, before you bring out this money that is for enjoyment, you've already increased your savings, your investments, and everything that will help your journey to financial freedom easier. Focus on creating passive income streams. Like I've talked about several times on this journey or on this channel, like creating passive income streams is something that I keep thinking about every day. Right now I already have like seven 5 to 7. I already have like 5 to 7 solid passive income streams, but if you give me 15 today, I'm going to take it, because I know that there's no rich person that got rich by just staying in one place or investing in one place. They try to diversify their investments, their savings, their emergency funds, everything around wealth building, trying to create options and more options and even more options will make your journey to financial freedom easier. Don't focus on only one stream of income, because it will just slow down your process of wealth building. I know I've been there, and I know you've heard of this several times as well, but creating those passive income options that will not make it seem like you have to put in all your life is still very important. So try to create a balance there, but you need passive income streams if you're to build wealth easier and without stress. Invest in knowledge and skills. So every day you have to keep improving yourself, obviously. Like, what skills are you trying to develop every day? Like for me, I love techie products, but I find that the process of going into tech is it feels something that is not as easy as everybody makes it seem. Everybody says go into tech, but because tech is like the in it thing now, like it feels like you have to go into tech. But I'm of the opinion that you can still look for something that you're interested in, that is just around you building your skills. Like, what is that current skill that you have that okay you can improve upon? Do it in such a way that it will be something that is relevant to the current situation or the current generation or the current realities of life right now, so that whenever like these skills are needed, you'll be called upon. And constantly improving your knowledge, like I've said several times, reading books, going for seminars, having mentors or people that you look up to, that you can say, okay, this person's lifestyle inspires me, let me try to live my life around what he and she is doing, will make your journey definitely easier. But still, don't try to lose your personality from trying to copy somebody else's lifestyle while still doing this. But make sure to just improve on your knowledge every time. Be curious. Curiosity is the reason why many of the rich people today became who they are. So try and be as curious as you can, and be obsessed so much that you find yourself trying to do something different, trying to improve on yourself, improve on your skills, on your knowledge. It will definitely help your journey easier. Invest in yourself, because that is the best investment you ever make in this life. Practice patience and consistency. If you have ever been in the world of stock investment, you will know that patience will become your second name, because this is something that you have to consistently be looking at your money going down. But then if you're patient enough, like Warren Buffett said, the patient person is going to reap the benefit of someone who was not patient enough to see his own investment grow. So you basically have to learn to be patient and consistent in your investing. Make sure to invest a particular amount of money every month. Every time you get an income, invest this particular amount you've agreed into your stocks, whatever investment option you've created for yourself. But try to be patient and be consistent with it, because wealth building takes time, it requires patience, and you have to trust the process ultimately. So guys, these are the 7 rules I've lived by to help my journey to wealth building easier. Wealth building doesn't have to be so much stress. It's about making smart choices, and these 7 rules basically depicts how smart my choices have been, and it has helped me on my journey, because I don't like stress, and I find that living my life around these 7 rules I've just shared with you has made my journey definitely easier. But I would love to hear from you. Which of these 7 rules have you been doing in your life, or which one do you plan to start doing? Because it is very important while on your journey to building wealth. I find that this video or this video here, anywhere you see these videos, click on it because it will definitely help you on your journey to financial freedom. But while at it, click that like button, subscribe to the channel, join this family, because we're a budding family, and I'm going to be sharing with you everything I learned on my journey to financial freedom or to my ultimate goal. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.